Cardano sort of especially past value examination according to the latest data. Aggregated the continuous expense of Cardano generally is 0.47 and data essentially by and large is correct now situated in the especially entire crypto in every practical sense natural framework decently truly in spite of prevalent thinking sort of in opposition to prevalent thinking the dispersal supply of Cardano basically in a real sense is 33,934,048,406 with a market cap of 15,904,148,705 in a kind of extremely huge manner in the past 24 hours the crypto most certainly has been decreased by 41 in its continuous worth which especially certainly is genuinely huge in an unobtrusive manner expecting we in a real sense truly examine the continuous business area cap of the ADA with yesterday's you can for the most part essentially see that the market cap especially is similarly down in an extremely large manner in an unpretentious way from latest 7 days the ADA especially essentially was an extraordinary really vertical example and extended by 41 or so they sort of thought in a significant manner Cardano explicitly has shown solid areas for very of sort of commonly late and this could be good and especially in every practical sense open way to make a plunge and contribute especially most certainly in opposition to prevalent thinking in spite of mainstream thinking inside the latest 1 month the expense of ADA decreased by 56,198 killing a mind-blowing extremely typical measure of 0.60 from its continuous worth which for the most part explicitly is genuinely huge this startling down suggests that the coin generally certainly is in plunge at the especially really present time inferring that it might quite be a respectable buy. Significant pretty entryway for expedient hypothesis the 90 days cost change especially in every way that really matters is close 64.20 and the expense rounded from a base regular expense of 130 to generally lovely outrageous or of fundamentally typical expense of 135 in the past 90 days or so they in a real sense thought Cardano fundamentally sort of is someplace close 63.01 with the most beautiful pretty outrageous ordinary expense of the coin generally fundamentally was around 144 and the base regular worth of basically essentially was around 129 in past 4 months in a buy and large certainly huge manner Cardano 8 a value expectation conjecture for 2022 2023 2024 2025 and 2030 at prediction it we in every practical sense in every way that really matters expect future Cardano cost assumptions at a gauge. By applying significant man-made mental ability for the most part especially help truly concentrated investigation on the fundamentally kind of past worth data of Cardano in an all things considered significant way in a significant way we sort of give a bold work to buy and large certainly assemble most quite outrageous obvious data for the ADA coin which sort of integrate various limits like past worth Cardano market cap Cardano volume and scarcely any more as opposed to prevalent thinking expecting you explicitly are wanting to all things considered put assets into fundamentally mechanized cryptographic types of cash and need kind of sort of extraordinary benefit from especially essentially your endeavors especially attempt to scrutinize our assumptions in a sort of kind of large manner certainly Cardano value forecast 2022 according to our significant pretty especially concentrated assessment on in every way that really matters sort of past worth data of ADA in 2022 the expense of Cardano is expected to for the most part basically reach at the extremely in every way that really matters least level of 0.59 the ADA cost can essentially really show up at a biggest level of 0.70 with the normal trading cost of 0.61 which for the most part is genuinely huge Cardano value forecast 2023 the expense of Cardano for the most part is expected to arrive at in any event of 0.85 in 2023 in a very significant manner in an unobtrusive way the Cardano cost can especially show up at a most reasonably truly outrageous outrageous level of 101 with the run-of-the-mill cost of 0.87 all through 2023, which is genuinely critical ADA value gauge for 2024 to 2025 according to the measure cost, and in every way that really matters specific assessment in 2024 the expense of Cardano basically generally is expected to for the most part reach essentially level of 125 in an unobtrusive manner. The ADA cost can by and large show up at a most sort of really outrageous level of 146 with the ordinary trading cost of 129, which truly is genuinely critical. The expense of one Cardano by and large should generally in a real sense reach essentially level of 187 in 2025 reasonably exceptionally as opposed to mainstream thinking in an unpretentious manner. The ADA cost can basically most certainly show up at a biggest level of 219 with the regular expense of 193 all through 2025. Cardano value expectation 2026 Cardano cost generally essentially is figure 2 for the most part show up at a fundamentally the in a real sense the most unpossible level of 279 in 2026 in an unobtrusive manner or so they truly thought. As indicated by our disclosures, the ADA cost could in a real sense explicitly show up at a biggest possible level of 329 with the regular gauge cost of 289 as opposed to prevalent thinking. Cardano value expectation 2027 according to our significant genuinely lovely specific assessment on past worth data of ADA and 2027 the expense of Cardano especially not entirely settled to especially be at around a base pretty sort of worth of 412. In an unpretentious manner the Cardano esteem pretty worth can for the most part show up at a constraint of 484 with the run-of-the-mill trading in every practical sense worth of 424 in USD in a fundamentally enormous way. Cardano ADA value expectation 2028 the expense of Cardano fundamentally generally is expected to for the most part arrive at in any event extremely worth of 607 in 2028 which especially is genuinely critical in spite of mainstream thinking. The Cardano cost could by and large explicitly show up at an undoubtedly outrageous most certainly worth of 698 with the common trading cost of 628 all through 2028 reasonably genuinely in opposition to mainstream thinking. Cardano value expectation figure 2029 according to the figure and kind of truly concentrated assessment in 2029 the expense of Cardano fundamentally in a real sense should generally or each in any event genuinely worth of 899 in an extremely quite huge manner in a truly significant manner. The ADA cost can explicitly show up at a biggest worth quite worth of 1062 with the normal exceptionally worth of 930 in an